What's up, world? Lee here with sticks, strings, and other things. My teeny tiny itty bitty little corner of the internet where I come to you every other week and chit chat with you about all of the crafting things that I have been getting my hands into in the past, well, 2 weeks. I am coming to you from the glorious Pacific Northwest where it is sunny. I want my rain back. I want fall. What can I say? But alas, today we have partly sunny skies. Oh well, fall will show up. It will. And I am drinking in my lovely drink tea, read books, be happy. I mean, life goals here. I'm just drinking a plain green tea today, and it's really nice. I really needed it because I was chilled earlier. I mean, I'm saying it's partly sunny outside, but I was chilled after my PT when they froze half my shoulder. Okay, they iced it, but it felt like it froze on my body. Anyhow, let's get into it. This is episode 26, and I think I actually have that right this time. This is episode 26. Episode 26, and I am filming on October 19th for this to go up tomorrow, Wednesday, October 20th. Yes, we are mostly through October already. Can you believe it, people? Mostly through October. I know. Have I done everything I wanted to do? No. You know, I had that list of, maybe I'll do, maybe. Squirrel. Yeah, lots of squirrel. Anyhow, what did I do in the past 2 weeks? Well, I did some knitting and I did some stitching. Did I do any spinning? Shh. We will not speak of the spinning wheel that lives lonely up here and is ignored. Hopefully soon I'll get back to it, but definitely not while my shoulder is still experiencing some issues and complaints. The less said about that shoulder, the better. So let us get to my knitting and my stitching, because I did do quite a bit of it. And I have a knitting finish. And a kind of, at least I'm finished for right now. Well, I was, but now I'm not. There was a momentary moment where I was finished with a piece, and then I'm now behind again. So, shall we get to it? Let's start with my finish. It has not been washed and blocked as of yet, and therefore I have not completely clipped off all of the ends, but all of the ends are in fact woven in. What am I talking about? I am talking about my glorious half and half wrap. My half and half triangle wrap. Yes, here it is. It is completely off the needles, and it is as squishy and wonderful as I thought it would be. And this makes me realize that later on I'm gonna have to pause and grab something, but yeah, that's okay. Anyway, I did finish it. I do have this stitch marker sitting right here because that is how much I had left to do last time. And man, do those rows get huge at the end. They're very long and tedious, but not tedious. It's kind of a strange thing. I mean, this is literally just a giant garter stitch wrap. It's just giant garter stitch. Anyway, I am in love. Again, this is Purl Soho's half and half triangle wrap. I did use the linen quill, and I did use the larger version. And it is, oh my God, it is the most squishy, wonderful, I'm in love with this. I love the Purl Soho linen quill yarn. I really do. This is so wonderfully squishy. I am in love with this piece of knitting. I'm not going to wear it because it's a little warm to wear in the house, but it's so good. It is so good. I did everything that the pattern told me to. It's a free pattern off of Purl Soho. It did use 6 skeins of yarn. Technically it used like 4 because you only used like 2.5 skeins of each color. So that would be 5, because 2.5 plus 2.5 does not equal 4. It does in fact equal 5, and I do know how to do maths. Really, I do. No, I don't, but I can do basic maths. Right, so I love this. I love this piece. I love this so much. And the thing that I'm going to have to go run and grab later on is the amount of linen quill I now own. to make 3 more of these. Yes, I loved it that much. Very soothing, very easy, very meditative knitting. I did go up a needle size from the suggested needle size, but that's because I know I'm a tight knitter and that's usually what I have to do. I really love the fabric that it gave me. I don't know if I'd want to go up another needle size. It's definitely large enough that you don't need to, but it could be a little tight for some people, but I love the piece. I used the salt and pepper and the black or onyx, I don't remember what the black color was called, again in the linen quill, and I am in love with it. And it is no longer on the needles. Again, all the ends are woven in, but I never trim. I just hit myself in the face with it. But I never trim all of my ends off until after I have washed and blocked, just in case things wiggle their way out of my weaving in and it pops to the wrong side, because that's always what's going to happen. I mean, come on. If it's going to pop to the wrong side, it's going to, I mean, not that there's really a wrong side on garter, but whatever. Loved this. Very happy. So very happy. It was absolutely, yeah, love. So that is that. So I'm just going to kind of run through the knitting really quick first, because it's what's sitting next to me. Now, living in my cute little Halloweeny bag by Longview Creations is what it says. I think I picked this up. There are like little bits of fluff floating around everywhere because I just threw my knitting everywhere. Where did I pick this up? I think I picked this up at Madrona, the last year of Madrona, or it could have been the first year of Red Alder. I honestly don't remember. What else? I don't remember. This is just a basic sock. I'm not using a pattern. This is just I'm making a 64 stitch sock. I do like 20 rounds of a cuff and go down, well, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 this time. This is why I put those on, because then I know how long the leg was, and then I can hopefully match the legs from socks. Anyway. Yeah, doing this magic loop, loving it. This is the Hugh Loco sock set I got for her, I think she called it witchy sock set, or I don't remember what sock set it was, but it's the colorway I called I Put a Spell on You, and it came with the mini. I am using my regular Hiya Sharps. It's probably a size 2.5. I don't know. I've used these so much that the writing is gone, and I just know this is one of the ones that I use for socks because it's slightly bent. And, oh wait, maybe I can read it. It's barely there. It's barely there. Can she? No, she can't read that at all. It's mostly rubbed off because I've had these so long. So in certain lights, you can almost read the numbers. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But again, I am just doing my basic sock. I did do the contrast color for a couple of rounds. I'm using that for the heel flap, and I will use that also for the toe. I have made it through the entirety of the gusset decreases, so now I just need to knit to the end, knit a toe, and then knit a second one. I am very much enjoying this yarn. I like how it is doing kind of a micro striping thing. It's kind of neat. Really liked the color. I decided last time I filmed, I needed to make some Halloween socks, and so just had to cast these on. Do I really have time to be making another pair of socks when I have like 4 on the go? No, I don't have time to do that. I mean, I should finish one of those other 4 pairs of socks that I have on the go. But did I? No, I didn't. I had to start a new one, and this is just a nice basic one. But I'm loving the bright purple mini that she put with it. So it's just a super fun pop, and I am enjoying the colors and how they are doing it. How they're playing around with the micro striping, and then it kind of changes all of its mind because, you know, gussets, you're working around larger circumference, so your yarn behaves differently. I'm enjoying it. Loving it. This is obviously the first sock that I'm working on. I have not yet finished one. I hope I at least finish one before Halloween. If I don't really care. It's Halloween socks. You can wear them year round if you are me. Doesn't matter. Who cares? I'll wear Halloween in August. I love Halloween. So that's that. And then, living in, fluff, because I know what's in this bag. Living in my Madder Root Maine bag that I love. I have my beginnings of an everyday slouchy beanie, and I really do mean beginnings because, yep, that's all I have. That's as far as I've made it so far, and I am using size, yeah, those are, I've had these needles for a while. So I'm using the smaller size needles until I get to the point of the pattern where she tells me to use a larger size needle. This is, Farmer's Daughter's Fibers yarns. I am holding their Squish Fingering, which is just their 100% merino, in the colorway When the Dust Settles, with their Mighty Mo, I think that's what this is called, or it might not be called Mighty Mo, in their mohair base, which is probably not Mighty Mo, but I've lost the tag. It is Mighty Mo, yay! Which is their mohair silk base, and this colorway is, my ball winding is falling apart, and that's not very good, so I'm gonna try and fix that. It's not working. There we go. This colorway is Filthy Scoundrel. So, Filthy Scoundrel held with When the Dust Settles. So I really liked those two together. This is mostly grays with just a little, some very, very, very light speckling. It's lovely with this lovely mohair, which just has hints and bits of color. So another nice squishy oversized hat, and squishy because it's got mohair. That's the only reason it's squishy. And now I have mohair everywhere, and it's stuck to my lips, and it's fantastic. Not really, but I love mohair. But another nice, really basic, lightly colored hat, like my last hat that I just finished, which was the Oslo, the Petite Knits Oslo mohair hat, which I finished. This is, like I said, the Everyday Slouchy Beanie by Dragonheart Yarns. And I am loving the colors held together. It's going to be a lovely hat. Nice and neutral, goes with anything. I may or may not be giving that one away. I don't know. I mean, when I started it, I was like, oh, yeah, I think this will be for going away. Like, to give to somebody, but we'll see. We'll see. So that was pretty much all the knitting no, it's not. I was gonna say this was all the knitting I did. No, it's not. That's a lie. I'm a lying liar who lies. I did do one other thing. And it is living in my tote bag, which is covered in mohair, in my Church Mouse Yarn and Tease bag. May have mentioned, there's a designer, knitwear designer. Yeah, Stephen West. I had to start his shawlography. You've heard me talk about it before. So in just a second or two, I will be showing what I have completed on his shawlography mystery knit along. Now, this is a mystery, so if you're knitting along with it, you may want to look away for a little bit, but I will tell you, I have finished Clue 1. And I barely started Clue 2. Barely started Clue 2. I really wish I was farther along with it, but I have finished Clue 1, and I'm absolutely loving it. So, if you are wanting to keep the mystery, please look away now. I know. I mean, look at this. Look at these. Look at these. Oh, so amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of ends, but don't worry. Most of these ends are actually woven in, because Stephen West does a Weave and Steven thing that he does, where you weave in the ends while you're stitching. So many of these, not all, but many of these are already woven in. I just haven't clipped them. Look at this. This was the end of Clue 1. This is Clue 2, where I've started Clue 2. I am absolutely in love with this shawl so far. Stephen, he's a genius. He is an absolute genius, and I do not understand how he creates what he creates. Like this whole section here, all these little pieces, how they were created out of this, and then this right here, this section right here. these little loopy bit things, I don't understand. They're so bizarre. I love it. It's so fun. And I love this part right here. I'm trying to be vague in case people, because I didn't put a time thing in for you to skip ahead, and I don't want to give, with my voice, things away. But look at that. I am in absolute love. I will be working on Clue 2 tonight and tomorrow. Hopefully to try and see how far I can get with it in the time I have on those 2 days. But yeah. All the ends. Oh, it's a little terrifying. If I did not know that a lot of those are already woven in, I would probably be crying right now. But I am not, because Stephen West is a genius. He is a genius. Absolute mad genius. And I am in love. And this will be really cool when you block it out, because that's going to block out really fun. And you'll be able to see all those colors. All right. The shawl is gone, so if you were hiding your eyes because you did not want to see what Clue 1 looked like finished and teeny tiny beginnings of Clue 2 looked like, you may look again. And like I said, I am loving it, loving it, loving it. I am using 5 skeins of Canon hand dyes, fingering weight. I was in one of her book club yarn monthly things. Subscriptions, that would be the word I was looking for. Monthly yarn subscriptions when she was doing a book club thing, and these are all Hunchback of Notre Dame themed colors. And I thought they went really well together. I mean, she kind of planned them to go together, but I think they went really, really well together. And ooh, that was sore. And ooh, I love the way it is looking. I am very excited with it, and I am so happy. That is actually not all the knitting I did. I keep thinking it is, and then I realize no, I have one more thing. It is living in my slipped stitch studio bag with all the evil queens. This is my Comfort Fade Cardi, Andrea Mowry, I want to say. I did do a bit more on it last time I showed it. I don't think I have a marker because I was literally just past splitting for the sleeves, and now I am just a tiny bit farther. But I did do a tiny bit more of this one. I'm loving it. I am really loving it. I cannot wait until I have this one finished, but I'm trying to keep up to date on the Stephen West shawl, so this will not see as much love as I might want it to for the next little bit. But I'm really enjoying it. It's a soothing knit. Right now I'm in the portion of the knit where you just knit for like 12 inches. Knit, back and forth, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. It's very soothing. I do not mind purling, though, which evidently is kind of strange in the knit world, but I actually don't mind purling at all. So I'm enjoying this. But yes, I'm not sure if this will see any knit time in the next 2 weeks. We will see. I am using my size US 6, which is a 4.0 millimeter needle. I do not recall if that is a size up from the called for needle or not, but I do know that I am getting gauge with this. I don't remember what size I'm using. I'm not a tiny girl, so I am not using the smallest, but I am also not a very, very large girl, so I'm not using the largest. I don't remember, but I am very much enjoying it. And I am using Dragon Horde yarns in their DK base, which is called Fairy Tale DK. And I do not remember the names of the colors. But, here they are. I am using Wood Woes, Wind Cleaver, Moon Eater, and Book Boyfriend are the colors that I am using for my Comfort Fade Cardi. Because it's a fade, you're using 4 colors, and there we go. Loving it. It's enjoyable. Very nice yarn. Wonderfully squishy. We'll see if I get back to that in the next 2 weeks. or not. I am hoping I will keep up with the shellography. That's my main goal. I know that it is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So with clues being released every week, who knows if I'll actually be able to keep up. But that's my goal. And that is all my knitting. Now let's get to the cross stitch. Oh yeah. And this is where I said I had a teeny tiny kind of sort of finish, but now I'm not finished. Yeah, that would be because, yes, it is the cryptid cell. And until last Friday, I was up to speed. But then last Friday showed up, and she released another one, and I was out of town this last Friday, and I have yet to get to my cryptid cell, so I do not have the latest cryptid. But there is where I sit for this one. I do have Chupacabra. I don't remember if I showed this last time, and if this is where I was then, I don't remember. If it is, well, I'm showing it off again. If not, look, Chupacabra. I love this one. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to show off. I'm going to show off my needle minder. Yes, that is a wolf on Skull Crusher Mountain. Welcome to my secret lair on Skull Crusher Mountain. Yes. Anyway, I am loving this piece. I'm using all the called for DMC. I have my Cone of Doom. I am using a 32 count sugar maple fibers fabric in burnt papyrus. And I am very much enjoying this. I plan to have some stitchy time on Thursday where I can finish the latest cryptid, which I am blanking on the name of, and I can see it, and I thought it was adorable, and I don't remember what it was, but I cannot wait. I'm hoping to get that one done with my stitchy time on Thursday so that I am all prepared for the next release on Friday. And if I don't, well, there's something coming up this weekend where I might be knitting a whole lot. Yes, it's 24 hours of cross stitch this weekend. And I have plans to actually try and hit 24 hours of cross stitch. I know. There. What else have I been working on? Well, I had to start it. The Autumn Lane, the collectibles. I might have shown some of it. I don't remember, but I've got a bit more. I have the tree, part of a tree. There's a lot of tree. But I have this much of the tree, and I am loving this. I am using it on 40 count Yule's Seraphim fabrics, I want to say. Yes, Seraphim fabrics. It is the 40 count, it is the Yule, and I am loving it. The collectors. All the called for DMC. There is a teeny tiny part of me that wants to try and find some glow in the dark for all those lights and such, but that's not going to happen. So, it's not going to happen. So I'm not going to do it. I'm loving this piece. It is very county, but I like it. So we will see. We will see if I actually succeed at my 24 hours of cross stitch. My plan will be to get up to date with all of my cryptids, and then I want to get to work on the collectors, and that will be my plan. Other than I'm giving another go at 25/7 cross stitch thing. I started it yesterday, so far I have 2 days down. No, 1 day. I haven't done it today, but it's in my daily plan. I haven't actually stitched for it today, but I'm going to try 25 minutes every day of stitching on a piece to try and get some completions, because I have lots of little bits started, and I would like to get some progress into some of them and get them finished. Apologies, I have a bit of a drinking problem, as in spilling green tea all down my front. But hey, I didn't hit my knitting. It's stitching. I didn't hit my stitching because it's in a bag. Yay! Bags are for protection from people like me. This is what I am doing for my 25/7 stitching. I tried this once before when I was doing 25 stitches a day, and I realized I hate that. I really hate just doing 25 stitches. It just, yeah, hated it. First, I'm counting stitches. It's not something I enjoy doing, really. Like 25 stitches. Now I am done. I've done about 100 stitches because you can figure that out pretty easy. I've done about 100, I've done about 200. Fine, I can count like that, but actual individual stitches, not my thing, not my thing. So this is what I am doing for my 25 minutes a day. Again, like I said, I have one whole day in there. I am not taking it out of my hoop. I did get a tiny hoop for my 25 a day because I thought it would be easier if I just had it constantly in a hoop and I could just pick it up and put it down for those 25 minutes easily. And I have done this. This is what I did in my first 25 minutes yesterday. So I will be finishing that up and then moving to the rest of those. But I'm hoping that I can be disciplined enough to try to do 25/7. I watched Michelle Bendy, and she has had such success with her 25/7, where she's getting these completions on these pieces by just having a little chunk of time every day, and I like that. So, and I know other people are doing it too. She just happens to be the one that I've noticed having a lot of finishes, and I like that. So I'm gonna try and see if I have enough discipline. not my middle name. Enough discipline to try and do it. I hope so because I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I spent more time with my stitching, less time with my stitching, more time with my knitting this past 2 weeks. Personally, I find that when I'm traveling and things like that, it's a lot easier to just grab a knitted item and run with it. I grabbed my half and half triangle wrap. That's how I got so much done, because I could just grab it with the 2 balls of yarn and just knit. It was fine. So that's that. So yeah, that's all my progress on all of my pieces, all my whips. Isn't it wonderful? I'm actually really happy with it. I feel like I've made some decent progress on a lot of different pieces in the past 2 weeks, and I have plans for a lot more. But right now I'm going to pause for just a moment while I clean up these bits and then tell you what my plans are for the next little bit, show you a little bit of haul, and then move on to life and whatnot at the end. So if you want to hang around for that, and why wouldn't you want to know my plans? Why not? I mean, you never know what I might find to do, but I have plans. All right, I'll be right back. Just a moment. I'm back. I didn't quite clean as much up as I was planning on it because I got distracted, because I do that very easily. So I kind of touched on my plans in that I'm trying to, knitting wise, I'm trying to keep up with my Stephen West shawl. I really want to, and I know I won't. I will probably be able to keep up through Clue 2. Clue 3, I'm sure it will again get even bigger, and I probably will not be able to keep up at that point. For a couple of reasons, but mainly it'll get bigger, and hopefully I'll be back at work by then. So I won't have as much time. We'll see. We'll see. I hope I don't get too far behind. There will be 4 or 5 clues total. I don't actually remember if it's 4 or 5. So yeah, I'm hoping to be finished with Clue 2 before Clue 3 comes out on Friday. Just like I'm hoping to have this cryptid done before the next cryptid comes out on Friday. So those are my main goals for my knitting and my stitching. This weekend will be 25, or there's not 25 days in a day. 25 days in a day, 25 hours in a day. There's not 25. Jean Lee. I'm sorry. I do not know these people personally, so apologies. The cat just knocked the tripod. I do not know these people personally. I only follow them on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube usually. So I don't know them, so their names don't always stick in my head. So would you quit rubbing on that, sweetheart? There we go. Anyway, Jean Lee, she does 24 hours of cross stitch, and I've tried it in the past and I never get 24 hours. I just don't. But I'm going to try to, between Friday and Sunday night. Ooh. I mean, granted, my teacup is mostly empty, but I just held that with my arm. PT is working. What was I saying? Oh, between Friday morning and Sunday night, I'm hoping to get 24 hours of stitching into my cross stitch, my cryptids, and the collectors. That was the cat. Just answering her back. So that is my plan for this weekend. And other than that, it is the work on the Stephen West. Would you please stop hitting the tripod, sweetheart? I apologize. The world just shook. She's not a tiny girl. And so when she decides that she wants to rub on something, the whole world notices. The whole world does. She's my sweetheart, though. She's my little Stella girl. So there's that. So that's my plans. I do hope to start another half and half triangle wrap pretty soon, because I'm addicted to them at this point, and I just want more and more and more of them. So I have over here some more linen quill. So I plan to do one in these colors. This is dark iris and peach stone. Sweetie, you're gonna have to leave if you keep doing that, because I don't want to make people seasick because you keep bumping it. All right? So can we not? Can we not? Apologies. So I plan to do one in these two colors, which, oh, lovely. That's gonna be gorgeous. And then I plan, excuse all the crinkling, to do one in these two colors. Oh yeah, this is pale mushroom and high tide. So that will be an absolutely lovely half and half triangle wrap. And then last but not least, this one's kind of similar to my first one. Kinda. Let me dig it out of the bottom. Digging it out. It's kind of similar to my last one, but it's not. This is Stonewall Gray and Stillwater Blue. You need to stop it, sweetie. Just lay down. Just lay down. So those are my three more half and half triangle wraps that I have plans for. I don't know why I am enjoying this knit so much. I don't know what it is about it that's just so soothing. I'm not sure if it's the yarn, if it's the lazy garter, if it's the German, because I'm doing it with German short rows, not wrap and turns. I'm not sure if it's for that, but I'm really, really, really enjoying the soothing nature of that knit. And I knit for relaxation and for meditation almost sometimes. So having a knit which is just soothing, I don't know if it's the yarn or what it was, but it's really soothing to me, and I am loving that. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep making them. And it's such a squishy, lovely wrap that I just want to wrap up in it. It's big enough that you can use it as a lap blanket, a nice small one, a nice little lap blanket. You can just wrap up in it. It's just, I think it's going to be very, very useful when they're completed as well. So I'm looking forward to making a few more of those. We'll see how I feel after I have 4. I mean, it's going to take me like 4 years to finish 4 of them, because I have lots of things I want to knit, but that one's just such a meditative, soothing experience that I kind of want to keep making them. So those are my plans. And now I'm going to move on to a little bit of haul, which isn't too bad. Oh my God, girl, just lay down. Just lay down and be happy, sweetheart. All right. I have a little bit of haul. I think I talked about this one already, though. Yeah, I did. My West Yorkshire Spinners vintage tinsel Christmas self-striping sock yarn that I will be doing for the Stranded Dye Works festive box of socks, festive sock along for the year. And I do remember talking about that. And last time I had the dates wrong. I said December she does that. No, it's going right now. You have to finish them before December. Silly me. So if you want to make a pair of Christmas socks, feel free. Start now. Finish them before December. Festive sock along. It's really, really fun. I'm hoping to get this pair done and maybe another pair. We'll see. But I absolutely love their festive sock along. I did buy some of the Stranded Dye Works Christmas colors for this year. Let me see if I can find the opening. I'm going to crinkle a bit. Apologies for all that crinkling. But I had to buy the Stranded Dye Works new this year's colorway. And they called it, what did they call it? Popcorn Garland. And I got one of the sock sets. So this is their merino nylon, and the mini that they put with it this year is called Red Velvet, which is the best red ever. And so what did I have to do? Buy some. With the release that of the words. So excited talking about the yarn, and I can't talk, I can't speak. Oh my gosh. Yarn. When he did, sorry. They just came out on the 11th, so I'm attempting to get the right term, and I apologize. And honestly, I don't know if it's here, they, that they wanted to go by, so I'm going to use they. Apologies. I should have checked that before I came on, and I apologize that I did not. But I know not she, and that's what I just used, so oops, sorry. I will do better. When Stranded Dye Works did their release for the one that I got these on, because they live in the UK, they have to mail them all the way to the US, all the way to the other side of the US even. So it took some, actually really quick, but it took some time, but honestly really quick to get it here. But in that release, I set my alarm on my phone so that I could jump. Release the hounds! And I jumped and went, I want to get. Because I knew they were releasing this color in full skeins and not just as the mini. And I loved the red. And then when it showed up, I loved the red even more. Yeah. And then it just kind of fell into my bag. I mean, I already got the merino sock set, but I usually like BFL better when I'm actually making socks, because I think it's a stronger yarn, and I tend to have longer wearing socks when I use merino. So I ended up getting the merino sock set and the BFL sock set. I'm going to make socks out of this set. This set, I'm going to hold with this and make another hat. It's going to be my Christmas hat. Yeah. So I'm going to do a ribbed cuff brim, technically. Ribbed brim in this, and then I'm going to, in popcorn garland. It just delighted me for some reason. And then this will be my pair of socks. So for the festive sock along, I'm either going to make a pair in this or a pair in this, or both. Both will not be done by the 1st of December. So for the festive sock along, I'm hoping to finish one of these as a pair of socks, and then another turned into a pair of socks before the end of December. Just not for the festive sock along, because that'll be over. They'll still be my festive socks, because I really do like the idea of having 25 different pairs of Christmas socks. It just sounds fun. A different pair of socks every day for the holiday season. Why? I'm not even very, okay, I like the Christmas season in that I like all the lights and I like the colors and I like the getting together and the family, but I'm not Christian. So I just like the commercial Santa-ness, but not the commercialness. I like the secular version of Christmas. Because it is one. It's barely a holiday religion for most people, religious-wise. So I like the secular Christmas, and that's what I'm going to enjoy. So I'm going to enjoy my secular Christmas and make many, many, many pairs of socks eventually. Oh, it smells good. I mean, it doesn't have a scent. It's just yarn. You know, sometimes yarn just smells good. Malabrigo never does, because it always smells like salad dressing, because they use vinegar, and it just smells like salad dressing. Not my favorite. Blech. I hate opening up a new box of Malabrigo yarn. It's just like, it's salad! Salad dressing! Oh God, it's killing me. The hand dyers? This one? Not a scent, just yarn. Anyway, I'll stop waxing poetic about Stranded Dye Works because I love her. I love their yarn. Reaching one last time. 2 more things of yarn because you can't ever have too much yarn. This is month 3 of the Supernatural yarn club that I'm in. It's called Jerk, which I think is perfect because it's Dean and they're both jerks. So Jerk would have been for either one in my opinion. Love the colors though. They're very Halloween-y, very fall, and I love it. I am kind of saving all of these, all the yarns from this particular club. I want to see them all together because I'm wondering if they're gonna like go together really nicely, and if they do, I kind of want to play with it as an item in the colors. We'll see if that actually works. It's a club based on Supernatural. It doesn't necessarily mean that all the skeins are going to go together well, but I kind of want to play around and see if they do. And if they do, hey, I can play around and make a shawl or something out of them, and it'll be fun. But this is Amanda Knits. I don't think I mentioned that. This is Amanda Knits yarns, and yeah, she did the Supernatural club. I really love the colors, and I'm more than amused that it's called Jerk. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm excited about that. I mentioned that I like socks. Yeah, I do. I like socks. So I like knitting socks. So I bought another sock set. This is from Earl Grey Fibers. They were doing a bird themed monthly release. So hey, this month we're doing this bird, and you can buy the yarn that's built on a sock set. I have one other, and I don't know where I put it. It's up there, I think. It was for a fun bird that I don't remember the name of. But this one is for the Northern Flicker, which is this birdie, because they gave me a sticker of the bird. Northern Flicker. Focus. There we go. And we get these in the Pacific Northwest, and I get them in my yard with some regularity. And so does my mother, who likes birds, likes knitted socks, likes my hand knitted socks. She's not going to get this in time for Christmas because I have way too much on my plate before that, and I'm not putting things aside to do this for her specifically for Christmas. But I am going to turn this into a pair of socks for her birthday. And I hope she likes it, because I saw the Northern Flicker bird colorway and went, I'm going to get those for my mom and make her a pair of socks. And so here it is. That is my plan for that. And then I mentioned that I went down to Cannon Beach. Well, I said I was out for the weekend. I was down at Cannon Beach, and it was wonderfully relaxing. And I did nothing except eat way too much. Oh, way too much. And just kind of relaxed. There is a restaurant down in Cannon Beach called Castaways. If you're in Cannon Beach, Oregon, make reservations at Castaways and eat. It's very good food. And you definitely need reservations because, especially during the time of COVID where they have tables way spaced out and only so many people and blah, 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 blah. So worth it, so delicious. It was yummy. And I love, anytime I go to Cannon Beach, I always make sure to go to that restaurant because I really, really love the food. He normally does Jamaican jerk chicken that is to die for. Sadly, it wasn't on the menu, so I actually had to choose something else. Sad. I mean, also kind of good because I actually got to try something else. Everything on the menu is delicious though. Anyway, all of that to say, there is a yarn store in Cannon Beach called Coastal Yarns. There we go. And I had to pick up Blue Fibers yarn colorway that's called Cannon Beach. And I picked it up at Coastal Yarns. It is a very, very pretty color. He's a cool dyer. He's fun. I've met him once. He does specific colorways of yarn at specific yarn stores. I do not know if this is specific for Coastal Yarns, but it's called Cannon Beach, so it could have been. But yes, I loved the colors. I liked that it was called Cannon Beach, and it's his MCN, so merino cashmere nylon fingering weight. I did not mention this is a merino nylon sock base, and Amanda Knits is merino nylon. Most people do merino nylon because a lot of people like merino because it's nice and soft. When I'm doing socks, I prefer BFL because it's a little more, it's a longer fiber, so it's structurally stronger and your socks wear better. But most people do a merino nylon, which is fine. Merino is nice and soft. It's snuggly and cozy and soft, so yay. But details. The last thing I'm going to show you of stuff that I got is I was lucky, and I do mean lucky enough, that when Hands On Design did their philanthropic pumpkin piece, I can't open the bag. There we go. Whew. When they did their philanthropic pumpkin, I lucked out and was actually able to get one. Pure chance, pure chance. I happened to log on at just the right time after the email issues and website issues were fixed and before they were completely sold out. It was pure luck. Pure luck. But I was able to get one, and that made me very, very excited, and it showed up the other day. And so now I need to find time to to stitch this. Uh-oh. Plans might be changing. What if during my 24 hours of stitching, what if I finish my cryptids, because that will not take me 24 hours, and then do this? Ooh. And then move to the collectors. What do you think? Tell me down. Tell me down there if you watch this before the weekend. Should I do that? I think I should do that. Let me know what you think, because I mean, this is perfect. And it's the philanthropic, I can't even say it, philanthropic pumpkin. But yes, I was very excited to get this, and it's the whole kit, so I feel very, very lucky to have snagged one. And so I want to get it completed and then try and figure out how to sew it up, which may be by hand because I don't have a functioning sewing machine. And actually I technically do. I looked this way because I don't have a functioning modern sewing machine. I do have a treadle sewing machine that works, and I have sewn on it before, but I don't want to trust my skills to not with cross stitch. Sounds like a bad idea. Yipes! It's not like you can just go out and buy a new piece like you can if it was, fabric. I cannot open this bag to save my life. There we go. But yes, this showed up the other day, and I was very, very excited. So I have my Hands On Design philanthropic pumpkin. But yes, please tell me, should I try and do that one once I'm done with my cryptids during my 24 hours of cross stitch? Let me know. All right. So yeah, that's plans. Kind of chaotic plans, but they're plans. And so now we move on to life and such. I told you I was in Cannon Beach. It was nice. I ate a lot. Very relaxing. Needed it. Did my PT while I was on vacation. No worries. I did not slack on my PT, which was very noticeable today when I went to PT. And I have a lot more range. I mean, like, look. Oh, my shoulder is so tired now. I did PT today, and oh, she really worked me out. And so my shoulder is just done. I'm not enjoying PT. I don't think anybody enjoys PT, but I am very much enjoying what I'm getting from the PT, which is the movement of my arm back. So loving that part. Don't think I'll ever love PT. It's not fun. I mean, it's not supposed to be, but I'm doing really well with my PT, so that's fabulous. I'm no longer having to take all the meds for my shoulder anymore. I am getting a lot of my movement back. I am still very weak. That's why I was so excited when I accidentally did this. But I can tell how weak my arm is. Like, I notice as soon as, like, oh yeah, that's I gotta put that down now. But I'm getting there, and it's very exciting for me. It's not been fun using only one arm. It's exhausting. It takes longer to do everything. I had to buy new bras because I can't clasp them. Annoying, stupid things like that. It's been interesting. And I may take that whole bit out because that's just me blabbing. Loving my PT. It's getting a lot better. Now I'm hoping I get to start working on not just the movement, but also re-strengthening that whole arm. I'm hoping that I can go back to work next week, maybe only one day, just to make sure that I don't overdo it. I hope that I can do that, though, because I would really love to go back to work. I really, really would. I mean, I like my job, I like the people I work with, and I would like to go back. So we will see. But I'm crossing my fingers that that is what I am able to do. Other than that, yeah, I'm actually alone in the house right now because the kid's at work and so's the guy. And that's new. I mean, the kid's been working, got a job at a climbing gym, and it's absolutely perfect for him. So he's in heaven, has the world's perfect job for him, while he gets ready for his next stage in life, which is going to be applying to grad school. He took his GED. GED? No, GRE. That's the one. Not the GED. That's a whole different test. The GRE, the test you have to take to go to grad school. Whatever those letters are. I did not go to grad school, so it's beyond me. He took that test, so now he can apply to grad schools. And while he's waiting to do that, he's working at a climbing gym and loving every minute of it. He loves it. Absolutely loves it. He does some teaching at the climbing gym and gets to teach kids climbing, and he just is in heaven. He thinks it's the best thing ever. I think if he could actually have a paying job where he could do that, I mean, they pay him, but it's not something you can make a living from. Exactly. He'd probably do that. But he's also very much looking forward to going to grad school and getting on with his plans for his life. But yes, he is at work. And the guy is at work. He is going to be working at the office 3 days a week instead of at home 5 days a week. And that is a huge adjustment because this is the first week he's doing that, and it's very strange. So I am alone in the house, but for the cats, which is why the cat had to come in here and check things out, because she's like, there's no one here. I need pets. Oh God. All the humans have left me. I need love. And now she's left me again because she's like, oh, you didn't pet me enough. I'll go sulk somewhere else. So yeah, it's kind of strange. I'm in the house by myself. And what am I doing? I'm talking to you. Because of course I am. Because I enjoy talking to you all. Right. My personal life, yeah, I'm going to PT and trying to get better enough so that I can get back to work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, all. If you have any questions about if I was confusing, shocking that I would be confusing. Yeah, it could happen. It could. If I was confusing about anything, just ask me questions. I'm happy to answer whatever details you would like to know. I'm happy to explain my chaotic nature. I have no problems doing that. So, and let me know what I should do for my 24 hours cross stitch. Please, please. I need all the help I can get. Other than that, I will see you all in 2 weeks, which, gracious, that'll be November. Wow. November. Yikes. All right, so I will see you all in November. I hope that all of you are doing fantastically. I hope that you are able to knit and stitch and craft everything and anything that your little hearts desire, because this is, you know, this is our happy place, and we should enjoy it. I'll see you all in 2 weeks. You can see what I might have been successful on. You'll see if I kept up to date on my cryptids or my Stephen West shawl. Hopefully both. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see. Until then, I hope all of you take care, are happy, are healthy, as happy as can be, as healthy as can be, and that you enjoy. Bye all.